Now we're finding out, at the very least now, Bankman-Fried's dad got paid. The family got paid. We don't know how much. We don't know for what. But they were not the only people who got paid. Mr. Wonderful.
The potential of these crypto technologies is astronomical in scale. In August of 2021, nearly 3 years after I started allocating capital to the crypto sector, I entered into an agreement with FTX to be a paid spokesperson. I was paid approximately $15 million for these services, plus approximately $3 million to cover the portion of the taxes due. Of the remaining amounts, approximately $1 million was invested in FTX equity and approximately $10 million in tokens held in FTX wallets. The equity is now most likely worthless, and the accounts have been stripped of their assets and, interestingly, financial records. I've written them all off to zero. Because I was a paid spokesperson, however, I never invested any capital from our partners.
Little cover his own ass here. That's fine.
The capital lost was from an operating company that I had 100% ownership in. I'm using my own capital to pursue record recovery of the FTX accounts so I can conduct a forensic audit. The truth of this situation will be discovered by following the transaction trail after obtaining the records. I've applied for membership on the FTX Creditors Committee in connection with the bankruptcy proceedings because I feel obligated to pursue the facts on behalf of all stakeholders and believe my perspective of this situation will be helpful to the other creditor committee members.
So that's Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary, disclosing what he seems very uncomfortable to disclose. Let me just go, if I may read a little into the body language.
$1 million for these services, plus agreement with FTX to be a paid spokesperson. I was paid approximately $15 million for these services.
Do you know, he's skipping over the important part very fast. I was paid approximately $15 million for these services.
Plus approximately $3 million to cover the portion of the taxes.
Plus, very fast, $15 million he was paid, plus $3 million to cover the taxes. 3 over 15 is a fifth. That's 20% tax rate on that. And this is what I don't understand. And chat, you'll let me know what you think. I've had this discussion with two people, smart people, both of whom came to different conclusions.
Of the remaining amounts, approximately $1 million was invested in FTX equity and approximately $10 million in tokens held in FTX wallets.
Of the remaining amount. So hearing this, he got paid $15 million. The $3 million for taxes, was that above and beyond the $15 million to cover the taxes on the $15 million? Or was that included in the $15 million? So it was effectively a $12 million net. Of that, listen.
Approximately $1 million was taxes due. Of the remaining amounts, approximately $1 million was invested in FTX equity and approximately $10 million in tokens held in FTX wallets.
Of the remaining amounts. So my question, and it's to Kevin O'Leary's benefit or to his detriment, $15 million plus $3 million for taxes. First question, is he talking about $12 million net? And the way he got paid was $1 million in capital and $10 million in FTT tokens. So really he got zero, netted, pocketed zero, because it is all probably worth zero. Is that what happened? Or did he get $15 million plus $3 million to cover the taxes? And he took the $15 million, bought $1 million in equity and $10 million in FTT tokens and still netted $4 million? Or was it all of his payment as a paid ambassador invested in capital and tokens? What does everyone think? Because I genuinely don't know. I'd like the clarity, tweet it out, but what does everyone think? 15 million plus 3 million to cover the taxes. Of the remaining, I invested 1 million in capital, 10 million in tokens that are worth zero. I'd also like to know what he was able to cash out, but now, Real Truth says 15 plus 3 plus 1 plus 10 is 29 million total, but I don't know that it goes that way, Real Truth. 15 million plus the 3 plus the 1 plus the 10. Or did he say, here's your 15, but we're not going to pay you 15 million. Here's 1 million in capital. Here's toilet paper stock. And here's 10 million in FTT tokens, soiled toilet paper. And then even if that's the case, even if he did lose 11 million, 1 million on the capital and 10 million on the tokens, did he net 3 million? Because that's still a pretty flipping good payday. So that's my question. Reading some of the chat. So I don't know. I would love to have. I know Kevin won't come on. He probably can't come on, even if I weren't an ass to him on Twitter or a relative. If I weren't needling him on Twitter or asking questions that I'm sure he doesn't want to be asked. I don't think he would come on and discuss it anyhow because he's named in the lawsuits. That's what's going on with SBF. We now know family was paid. We know how much O'Leary was paid. A bunch of spokespeople just taking money. Of course, they're just throwing money at them. So how can you say no?